Hey everyone, welcome back to Rem Alternus at Master of Rem here on Twitch. We've got a Kickstarter going on and we wanted to celebrate that too and get a chance to play the game with some of the creators and have some fun clips made and stuff like that for the Kickstarter itself. But I've got a great group with me tonight, so I'm gonna start with introductions. Ava, why don't we start with you? You're an old pro here.
Yeah, sure. I am Ava Rogers. You can normally see me on Monday nights here on Rem during the Dresden Files stream, Paranormal Albany. And if you can hear somebody in the background, I do apologize. I'm not normally in a loud environment. But I'm crowdfunding director here at Rem Alternus, which means I'm the hands behind the scene for a lot of the Kickstarters going on currently. All of them that we have been posting about, actually, including this one. So it's been great fun working with this, and I will be playing Cap tonight.
Awesome. Welcome, Cap. Let's go to Ava's left on screen. Ava's left? Yeah. All right, Ava's left. Which is Q. Welcome to the show, Q.
Hello. Glad to be here. I'm Q, one of the content creators at Mobius Worlds Publishing. I'll be running Troubleshooter tonight.
Ooh, Troubleshooter. Awesome. I'm Sarah, or Rem, depending on which platform you get to see me. I'll be playing Speed Angel. I have not even opened the character sheet, guys. This is going to be great. So I know exactly two things about this character. Speed and Angel. And so we're going to lean real heavy into that. Pigeon, let's go to you. Welcome to the show.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Happy to be here. Yes, I'm James Pigeon Fielder. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Mobius Worlds Publishing. Yes, Pigeon is the coup. That was totally unplanned when we put the company together. And also I'm working on some setting material for Prowlers and Paragons. And I'm playing Shadow's Smile.
I love it. All right, let's go on up then to Penny. I almost said pigeon again. It's the peas.
Hi, I am Penny. I am the offspring of Pigeon. And tonight I'll be playing Ragdoll, which immediately caught my eye because I'm a sucker for that kind of aesthetic. And I'm glad to be here and invited to the group.
Awesome. Glad to have you. And Bill, I feel like I've introduced you like 18,000 times this week.
Just three now.
Tell us about you, Bill.
I'm Bill Keys, also known as the Evil Bunny. I am the creator of Blood and Justice, and this new Kickstarter, Nocturne by Night, is my baby. And I will be running the game tonight.
Awesome. So glad to have you. And so, Bill, just to clarify, because it took me a while to piece together the family of events here. So, Nocturne by Night is the villain supplement to Blood and Justice, which is the setting for Prowlers and Paragons.
That's correct.
Woo!
Got
it. 3 degrees of separation here that you can get also on the Kickstarter, not only Nocturne by Night, but you can also get the Ultimate Edition of Prowlers and Paragons as an add-on, as well as the Blood and Justice book itself.
Yes,
Cool.
And both of those are at 15% discount compared to their prices on Drive-Thru RPG. So you can only get them at that price during the Kickstarter.
That's awesome. And today, the day we're streaming, because this is also going to be on the Kickstarter posted, but today, Thursday, the 8th of September, is the last day of the early bird prices. So you get $5 off of the soft cover or the hardcover. So don't forget to go to the Kickstarter right now. We'll wait, but we're going to keep talking. And go ahead and pledge right now. But I'm going to stop talking for now and hand it to Bill, who's going to get us started playing this game.
All right. I'm going to start with a little bit of background for y'all. I know that Pigeon and Penny and Q are fully aware of all of this, but for those of you who are joining us today, the city of Nocturne, it sits in the center of a great swamp, straddles a mighty river that empties into the sea just to the south. It's a city that is surrounded by water, and it must continually fight to keep from sinking into the swamp on which it's built. It is, in many places, a terrible place to live. It is heavy with the stink of rot. It's blazingly hot in the summer. It is freezing cold in the winter. It's humid and rainy all year long. And it is a very ancient city. It's around 400 years old. It's the crossroads of dozens of cultures. It's filled with mystery and magic and decadence, but it wasn't always as corrupt as it is now. 10 years ago, it was this shining city of tomorrow, filled with hope for the future. And maybe with the introduction of our heroes, you can make it that way again. Rem, do you think we should kind of discuss how the game is played a little bit, or are people gonna?
Yeah, let's
want to hear that.
This is beginner friendly. For definitely not the reason that I've never played before and also haven't opened my character sheet. So yeah, for the newbies out there that are less experienced than all of us, please describe the game.
Okay, sure. It's fairly simple to play. You roll dice sixes. Your character sheet will have a number next to your abilities, your talents, or your powers. So for instance, let's see, Shadow's Smile has an agility of 6 dice. So if I ask Pigeon to roll an agility roll, he will roll 6d, and he will count up the successes. Successes, you basically have a 50-50 chance of succeeding on a die 6. Some people use odds and evens, so 2, 4, and 6. Some people use highs and lows, so 4, 5, and 6. In that case, 4 and 5 is a single success. 6 is 2 successes. Simply add those up, and that is your final result. This is the same for powers. This is the same for pretty much almost anything that you're going to be rolling. When you're making an attack or any other kind of opposed roll, you'll roll your dice, and your enemy will also roll their dice. Whoever gets the most successes is the winner of the exchange. So if Pigeon wants to attack me with his Shadow Claws, his strike power, he will roll 9 dice, and I will roll whatever my defense is. And let's say he rolls 8 successes and I roll 5 successes. He will do 3 points of damage to me. It's that simple. Anything else that comes up, I can explain while we're playing, actually. If there's any questions or anything like that, I am more than happy to pause the game and answer them as they come up. So take a look at your character sheets, and I'm looking at you, Rem.
I'm looking at it right now, which is why all you got from me was a
Okay, good. So I will be kind of directing combat and letting you guys know what your options are. Now, one of the nice things in this game is that your options are not limited to just attacking straight out. There are things called combat stunts, which allow you to basically, they allow you to support your teammates by reducing the enemy's dice or the enemy's ability to act. And it's always a fun thing to do, especially if you're fighting a really tough enemy. All of you can whittle him down until he's much weaker than he would normally be, and then have somebody else attack them and hopefully take them out, which is also a lot of fun to do. What else? Resolve. Everybody has a certain number of resolve. It's on your character sheet. Your resolve can be used to re-roll any roll that you like, that you've rolled that you hate. You can re-roll it and spend 1 resolve to do so. You can also add extra dice to any roll that you make. 1 resolve gives you 1 extra dice. So if you just missed, if you're trying to do something and you miss barely, then you can say, well, I'll just try 1 more dice and see if that helps. The other thing you can do with it is you can make changes to the environment. So for instance, if you're like, well, I have a plan, but I need a fire extinguisher. Is there a fire extinguisher around here? I'll say, yeah, if you spend a resolve, there sure is.
Neat. I like that. I like
Yeah,
making
it's fun.
things up.
Yeah. Your edge is basically your initiative. It's how fast you go. I've got a chart here, so I will just read it off in order. Everybody goes in that order. Your health is how much damage you can take before falling unconscious. And that's most of it. I can't think of anything else that we need to start with.
Super. So that means, because I actually just uploaded the characters so that I can show them to our audience. Look at that. So
awesome.
Anytime we need to, let me know and I can stock your characters and show them to the world. Neat.
That's awesome. Now, all your characters know each other. You've worked together as a team for a while, so you have all learned to trust one another. And you all have a pretty good idea of what each other can do. So this is not going to be a game where the heroes are fighting each other. Well, I mean, I guess it can be, but it usually is not. So I'd like to kind of go around the table and have you introduce your character's name and kind of what their main thing is, what they do, if we don't mind. And I will start with, since Rem is still kind of looking at her character sheet, I'll start with Q.
Hi, I'm playing Troubleshooter. He is a guy in a suit, so think Iron Man crossed with Warmonger. And yeah, that's what he does. He shoots trouble. First time I played him, so we'll see. Yeah.
All right, he's up on screen. I'll stop reading my answers now.
How about you, Penny?
So I am playing Ragdoll. She is, I guess, a zombie of sorts, with a very cool, creepy porcelain mask sort of situation going on. And probably a common theme here, a good person who was taken down now has to rise back up, literally from the grave in my case, to keep doing good. So a teacher's assistant who is now a zombie wielding a katana.
Awesome.
Very awesome. Pigeon.
Yeah, Shadow's Smile was a perfectly normal individual until some thugs tied him to a chair and tried a new serum on him. And when they tried that serum on him, Shadow's Smile realized the darkness spoke to him. And he liked it. And the darkness said, hey, you know, if you stay in the shadows, you can do great things. He made sure to do great things to those people who shot him up. So now Shadow's Smile likes to stick to the darkness. Bright light actually damages him, but he can move very swiftly through darkness, shadows, dimness, night. And yeah, so he basically rules the night.
Ooh.
And he sometimes talks normally.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. Ava.
So Cap is just a normal woman by the looks of things, if a bit arrogant and overconfident. She dual wields pistols, frequently trick shots, but she's got a very high value on honor. Treat her right, she'll treat you right. But when you're not, that's when problems happen. And she's gonna fix the city.
Excellent. And Rem.
Well, let's find out together, shall we? There I am. Okay, so I'm motivated by justice. Those who do wrong must be punished. I love nothing more than to fly, especially in front of an audience where I can show off my amazing talents. I thought I was playing a character, guys. Hate gangsters, anyone who would steal another's hard-earned gains. Not violent by nature, quite a temper if anyone gets her all worked up. Oh, cool. Her circus family told her that the story many times. Ooh, I want to read this. According to them, her parents didn't know what to do with a tiny winged baby girl, so they abandoned her at the circus. They thought she was a freak. If only they knew how special their little girl was. She became the angel of the big top, to the amazement of the crowds across the whole country. But it wasn't destined to last. The owner was in a lot of debt, and one night gangsters came to collect. They burned the whole circus out. She was the only one to escape. She tracked the evil men back to Nocturne, and together with Heartbreaker, she made them pay. Now Heartbreaker is dead. It's time for someone else to pay. Ooh! Ooh! I'm in.
Yes, indeed. For those of you listening at home, Heartbreaker is the city's former greatest hero, but there's an adventure in the first book where you get to take her place.
My BFF.
Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here. The city of Nocturne isn't just a place of decadence and crime and corruption. It's also, there's a lot of great things about the city as well. There's amazing food, there's music, there's celebrations and parties. It's a great tourist town. And one of the city's many musical festivals, in fact, its largest musical festival, is called the Nocturne Jazz and Heritage Festival, sometimes known as the Jazz Fest. It's in fact one of the largest musical festivals in the country. Crowds come from all over the world to experience the music, the food, the drink, the arts, the crafts. And despite its name, it doesn't just feature jazz, it features music from all over the country, all over the world, in fact. And today is the biggest day of the Jazz Fest. Streets are filled with thousands of people here to enjoy music, food, drink, and the sheer ambiance of the Jazz Fest. There's music on nearly every street corner. People are dancing in the streets. And even though this isn't the carnival season, many people are still wearing masks and elaborate costumes. So for those of you who don't look normal, you can fit in on the crowded streets just fine. So I'd like to just kind of go around and have everybody kind of give me an idea of what you would be doing at the Jazz Fest. And we'll start in reverse order this time. We'll start with Rem.
Sky dancing, obviously. So
all right.
taking the swing style and putting the moves on up above everyone else.
Awesome. So you're flying over the streets. People are amazed at your acrobatics and your agility, and of course the ability to fly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're attracting a lot of applause and a lot of eyes on you. Ava, how about you?
I feel like Cap is keeping pretty low profile, actually. She's probably just here taking in the sights, keeping an eye out for troublemakers, and making sure nothing goes down. But if it does, she's in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just kind of watching the streets, walking around, keeping an eye on people.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. How about Shadow Smile?
What's a good thing to do in the shadows? People watch. So, what time of day is it?
It's after dark.
After the hot sweet. All right. Just outside of a bar, leaning against the wall, just watching people coming in and out, tapping my toe to the music. Maybe having a moment of sanity, a moment of clarity while I just kind of listen to the tunes before the music ends and the darkness starts talking to me again.
All right, great. Just people watching. How about Ragdoll?
Funnel cake. Is there funnel cake?
There's all kinds of food. Yeah, definitely.
Going straight for the funnel cake, obviously. And I mean, obviously, you know, if it's music festival, I'm sure there are also going to be, you know, I feel like as a teacher's assistant or former teacher's assistant, learning stuff like maybe there are speakers or something, or panels happening somewhere, and just finding interesting things to listen in on and learn about.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you could probably run into somebody who's sitting on the stoop, an old man who's sitting on a stoop and giving the history of the
absolutely.
town, just pontificating, and he's got a bunch of people surrounding him as they're listening, and the music's playing in the background.
Stoop knowledge is the best knowledge.
Yeah. All right. And troubleshooter Q.
I'm on the edge of the crowd, dancing badly. I got a daiquiri in each hand, strawberry, banana. Through the emergency induction port in my mask. Just kind of stomping around, trying not to knock over people. Amazed that Pat Metheny Group is still touring. This is awesome.
Awesome. So a little drunk, not too bad yet, but having a good time listening to the music and dancing. And so while you're doing that, flying, dancing, watching people watching, listening to the history of the town, you all sort of, out of the corner of your eye, you see something odd, a little bit scary. While minor fights and drunken altercations aren't very uncommon at all during these parties, people pushing each other around or getting into a quick fist fight, that sort of thing. Nobody really considers it a big deal as long as no weapons come out. But you suddenly spot a large number of people showing up in costume, it looks like, and they are attacking the other revelers, the other festival goers, just charging at them, rah! Diving on top of them, tackling them, biting them, that sort of thing. And it doesn't take but a few seconds for the party to turn into both a huge melee as people try to fight back or a huge rout as people try to run away. So we go in order of edge, and the fastest person here is going to be Speed Angel. So you see this from above. You see these people just tearing into each other.
Can I see from where I am as I'm doing my dance and kind of see the commotion? Is there a ringleader that's kind of stirring all this up, or is it just a big mosh pit of chaos?
No, it's pretty much just a big melee. You can't really tell where it's coming from. You're not even sure where these people came from. They just kind of popped up out of streets and alleys and stuff and started just lunging at everybody.
Cool. I don't like that. So it's ruining my show. So I'm going to go ahead. Am I strong? Is that a thing? Or am I just, I'm fast?
Yes, you're almost as strong as a normal human being can be.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'd like to swoop down and pick someone up and they have all the tents and stuff like that, drop someone kind of on top of the tent to start separating and spreading them out so they can be arrested.
Okay. So you're gonna try to scoop up some of these guys and carry them off where they're harmless?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what we are going to be fighting here are called, in this game, they're called minions, and they're actually small groups of bad guys who are individually weak, but when they're all together, they're much tougher. So basically, instead of doing hit points of damage to them, for every success you make when you make an attack roll, you take one out. So that means you can take multiple out at a time.
Okay.
And so you are going to be flying around, scooping, grabbing people up. So I will let you use your flight dice.
Okay, so that is flight. Flight 8D, and then con is wings.
Yes, you have wings, so if somebody throws a net over you or something, you wouldn't be able to fly anymore.
Fight me if that happens. All right, so I get 8 dice then?
8 dice, that's correct.
All D6s?
And remember, you can count up either odds and evens, or you can count up highs and lows, and 6s count double.
Do I have to make that choice before I roll?
Yes. Good question. Yes.
That's a great use of resolve. That's right.
I would like to switch my how I roll my dice. Yes, and I would prefer it if you kept the same. Like if you're saying high lows now, then I would prefer it if you kept that throughout the game.
All right, so I can choose. What is it again? I got distracted by asking if I could cheat. 8 highs and lows. What else I can
Yep,
choose?
8 dice. Or
Evens and
odds and
odds.
Mm-hmm.
Twos, fours, and sixes.
I want to do evens.
Okay.
Okay, and then and it's 8d6, right?
Correct.
4, exactly half.
4 successes. All right. I rolled 2 successes for their defense. So you beat me by 2. So that means you swoop down, you grab 2 of these guys.
Which makes sense for the number of arms I have.
Exactly, yes. So you scoop one up in each arm, under each arm. They're struggling and fighting, but you carry them over to an area where it's like a fenced-in area with a tall iron fence around it, and you drop them there, so they won't be able to get out, at least not easily.
Cool.
They're pretty much out of the fight. Next fastest is Cap.
Okay. Well, Cap is going to push her way through the crowd, get to a vantage point, and start taking out minions. Mostly going for like shoulder shots, disabling but not killing shots.
Okay, absolutely.
That's not what she's
Yeah,
about.
you can shoot people in the arms or in the shoulders, in the knees, that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So 10D for my twin pistol. Six.
6 over my 3 successes means you will shoot 3 of them.
But I also have two-fisted.
Right. Good question. Two-fisted means you can spend a resolve and take out twice as many bad guys with that.
Yeah,
If you'd
I
like.
think we're gonna do that.
Okay. In that case, you will take out an entire squad of them.
Ooh.
And so you spin around blasting with your trench coat flapping in the breeze, dropping these guys one at a time, making these amazing shots because the streets are crowded.
I forgot about my blaster. I get plus 1d6 to ranged attack rolls.
Oh, yes, you do.
It was nothing.
You still took them all out anyway. So, but yeah, you spin around blasting. Your bullets somehow miraculously missing all of the innocent bystanders and only hitting the guys that you are aiming at, because that's just how good you are with your pistol. All right. After Cap is Shadow Smile. So Pigeon.
All right. So what I'm thinking is seeing if I can move through the shadows, if I can find an area like behind the melee, even though it's probably a mass right now, find a way I can get in there to make an attack with my strike, but hoping that they don't immediately know that somebody's attacking them. Like I give myself some sort of I can't think of the proper metaphor. Like, where's that coming from, kind of thing.
You can turn invisible. That's one of your powers.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so I'm going to turn invisible. I'll kind of work my way around the outside of the skirmish and see if I can pull a group of minions out in a way that those on their sides don't really notice, like, oh, what happened to Bob? You know, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so strike is 9. And I'm so used to using 2s, 4s, and 6s. That's it. I'll do that.
Yep.
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. 6 over my 2 will take out 4 of them. So as you disappear and reappear from shadow to shadow, slashing at them with your shadow claws, taking them out one at a time. And yeah, you take out a bunch of them, 4 of them. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Next up after Shadows, Ragdoll, and then Troubleshooters on deck.
Okay. I have astral sight. Is there anything I can notice that's wrong about these people, at least in terms of my astral sight? Like they have like weird ghosts following them or something, or
Yes, you absolutely can use your astral sight to detect that they do not seem to have souls. In fact, you believe that these are zombies. They're dead.
oh, they're proper zombies. Okay, I was thinking of going non-lethally, but if they're proper zombies, then there's no reasoning with them. So, I mean, I'm gonna do what one of the things I do best, which is stab and slash people with my katana.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna get into a group and here's a question: Are zombies a known thing in this universe, or is this like have they
Yes.
happened before, sort of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know about zombies. You may not have actually encountered them yourself, but they do exist.
Okay, so it's not like I'm the only one. Oh, am I technically a zombie or not? Let me get my dice.
You are technically what's called a revenant.
Oh, okay.
So you're sort of like a zombie, but you still have a soul and you still maintain your personality and your intelligence and all that.
All right, I'm gonna go for the 4, 5s, and 6s.
Okay. Very consistent.
And I got a 7 successes.
7 over my 2 means you take out 5 of them, which is an entire group.
Nice.
So yeah, you slashing left and right with your katana, just dropping these guys. Since you know that they're not alive, you're not trying to like keep them alive.
Yeah.
You're just dropping them.
Actually, that's another good question. Is this when Cap was doing all those non-lethal shots, or less lethal, I should say, was it still? It was still dropping them. Like it's not like a universe where you had to go for headshots or something.
No, you don't have to go for headshots.
Okay.
But essentially, the way the game works is that if you roll enough to take one out, then it sort of doesn't matter how you take them out. Like Rem dropped some into a enclosed area. They're helpless. They can't fight back. They're not dead. They're not injured, but they're out of the fight.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Same thing. If she shoots one of them in the knees and they fall down, then they can't really come after people, at least not very easily anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, good question. Troubleshooters next.
All right, I'm going to try to, breast my way through the crowd that's running away as best I can. But by the time I get within like 40 feet or so, I'm just going to give up, frustrated, leap into the air, come down. I'm, aiming for a group of these people, the attackers, and just, smash down and lash out. Basically, just try to swipe with my arm and knock a bunch of them to the side. And then turn to Ragdoll and say, Ragdoll! No kill.
They're already dead. Well, I mean, the ones I obviously chopped the heads off, they're dead. But like, they're zombies.
Oh, really?
I see no souls in these sight, in this sight beyond sight that I have. So
yeah. What do you want, Bill? A might attack? Might check?
Yeah, you would use your might if you're just attacking hand to hand.
Yeah. And this is with the armor, so it's the full 12 dice.
Yep.
Oh shit.
It's okay on this channel. We're not on Gen Con TV right now.
I just rolled 7 6s and a 4.
Oh my gosh.
That is 15 hits.
Wow.
I'd say shit too.
And watch him never roll that good again for the rest of
right.
Wow, I don't even, how do you take them out? I mean, that's a good enough roll to take out a whole squad of these guys.
Right. So it just kicking, punching, spinning around. I'm still slightly inebriated, so just kind of tripping over things, trying not to knock into the bystanders. There's going to be a lot of sorry, and switching around. And then now that I know that they're zombies, I'm not holding back. I'm just striking heads and breaking legs, and there's bones crunching, and just kind of pirouetting through like a Cuisinart. I don't get
you
to
finish your daiquiris before you jumped into the crowd.
I did. I had to lose them when I jumped up. That's part of the reason I got frustrated, because they're spilling everywhere. People are bumping into me.
All right. So yeah, you guys have done a number on these baddies here. There's still a lot in the streets, but you are thinning them out, giving civilians a chance to run away, get out of the fight, get away from these things as they attack. But now it's their turn.
Oh,
and so they are going
I don't like that.
Yeah, and so they're going to attempt to retort. And you guys have taken out a bunch, but there's still a bunch left. And essentially, I'm going to try to have one group against each of you, but some of you are lucky and only have very few of them. So, for instance, Shadow Smile dropped 4 of his guys, so there's only 1 left in his group. So I'll start with you, Pigeon.
Bigot.
You will want to make a defense roll. Despite the fact that you are invisible, somehow they still seem to be honing in on you. You're not sure how exactly, but they seem to know where you are.
Okay.
Ugh, but
my armor and evasion are the same, so it doesn't really matter which one I use. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So this guy comes at you. He can tell where you are, but clearly his senses are not that great because he doesn't even really come that close. He just sort of staggers and stumbles and moans as he comes at you. Next up, we will do, let's do Ragdoll.
Okay. I forget, you can defend with a melee weapon, right? Or is that only if you have like the martial arts skill or something?
No, you can use your melee weapon or you can use your armored trench coat, either way.
Okay. I'll use my katana to defend because it's just slightly higher.
Mm-hmm. All right, and they attack. And I roll not super great.
I got 7 successes.
7 successes. Okay, well, I got 5, which means they miss you. They come at you. They try to surround you, but you are moving too quickly and slashing at them as they reach out for you. You knock their hands away with your katana. Next up, let's do Cap.
Yes.
How would you like to defend yourself?
I don't really have much for defense, so we're going to rely on my armor.
Okay.
Ooh, like those 6s. Especially because that's, anyway, I got a couple of 4s there. 8.
8. Okay, 8 is plenty enough to avoid. They claw at you, but your armored trench coat just kind of slide off of it because you're way too cool for just a zombie to get you.
Damn straight.
Let's see. Troubleshooter. Got a few guys on you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like soak it up with the armor. Just like,
Yep.
stop that.
That's your best defense for sure.
I don't even know what their threat is, but with 9 dice of armor, I don't even know if they'll get through, but I'm going to roll it anyway. Because dice are fun.
Dice are fun. That's right.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, there go all the odds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5.
5 total?
5 total. Success.
Once again, my zombies are useless. Rolling poorly here. So they claw at your armor, but they do not get through.
Yeah.
One thing to point out to those of you listening at home, when you get attacked, you have an option of using a passive defense like armor. So like Troubleshooter using his powered armor, or Cap using her armored jacket. Or you can use active defense, which is things like jumping out of the way of the attack, or in Ragdoll's case, she was using her katana to kind of deflect their attacks. And you can choose which of those is most advantageous. Sometimes one is better than the other. And then sorry, I'm taking notes. I can at this point spend some of my adversity to make something weird or interesting or scary happen. I have adversity, which is just the same as your resolve. I can use it to re-roll or to add more dice, but I like to use it to make the scene more interesting. So what you guys, so I'm going to spend one of my adversity, and you guys see that a couple of police cars have shown up, and the Nocturne police, who are notoriously corrupt and notoriously bad at their jobs just in general, they jump out of their cars and they see this melee going on, and at first they yell for everybody to stop, and then when nobody stops, they pull out their pistols and start sort of shooting randomly into the crowd.
You're useless.
So we will roll back up to the top of the edge order, and that is Speed Angel.
That's me.
That is you.
So, well, I had this whole plan, and then you had to throw cops into this.
Right?
So I have a talent called Command. Can I use that to be like, stop shooting, you dumb shits?
Yes, you absolutely can. You can try that.
Okay, so just the 3 dice?
Just the 3 dice, yep. And I will actually I'll give you +2 extra dice because you're sort of well known in the city. They kind of have an idea of who you are, and you're also flying around with a zombie tucked under each arm, so.
Popular.
Yep.
All right.
So you get 2 extra dice on that, and they will roll their probably willpower against you.
Can I change that to odds now?
No,
I got
but you can.
One hit.
You can. You can spend
resolve.
a resolve
Resolve.
to reroll. Spend a resolve to reroll. Absolutely.
A resolve to reroll. Okay, so I just reroll the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Just reroll the whole thing. Or you can add dice, but probably if you only rolled one,
yeah,
rerolling
I'm
the
gonna
whole thing
just
is probably better.
reroll the whole dice. 2. I mean, I did better.
Okay, well, sadly, the cops don't really hear you over the noise of the gunfire and the people screaming and everything. So you're up flying over them yelling, "Stop shooting!" and they do not pay you even the slightest bit of attention. But because that was actually a good thing to do, I'm going to actually give you your resolve back because that was a cool thing, kind of a heroic thing to try to get them to stop.
Yeah, because what I really wanted to do is Wolverine these guys in the neck and like double up on them and be like, "Wah!" and then dump them in the cage. That was what I wanted to do. But I did the responsible thing.
But you did the grown-up responsible thing, exactly.
And it failed, so what did I learn?
But you got your resolve back, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see, after Speed Angel is Cap. Cap is next.
Yes. How does... I know it's a thing in the system, but I haven't done it very often. I want to split my attention between 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, A, shoot the guns out of the hands of the cops.
Right.
While also taking a few of these zombies in the heads.
Okay, yes, you can do that. You can make 2 attacks, but
I
both
got 2
attacks
guns.
are at -2 dice.
Okay.
So you would normally be rolling 10 dice, so you'd be rolling 8 dice instead.
I'll take that. We'll go with the cops first.
Cops first, okay. And you're just trying to disarm them, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to shoot the guns out their hands because I don't have no patience for that.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Oh, more than enough to knock the guns out of their hands. I rolled nothing. I rolled a bunch of zeros. So my dice.
All right.
0 successes.
All right, and now let's take out some more zombies. Four again.
4 again. Okay. I rolled 2, so you will take out 2 of the zombies unless you want to use your double fisting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take out as many as I can.
Okay.
I'll spend that resolve.
Which case, there's 1 left in that group. Let's see. Next up after Cap is Shadows.
All right. So my original plan had been to try to get in there. Go ahead.
I was going to say there's only 1 guy left in the group that you were fighting.
Right. I imagine that I have figured out at this point that no, I'm not fighting a thinking opponent. This is like my hands are covered in zombie goo. I heard a ragdoll shout out, "These are zombies." So I look at the goo in my claws, look at this one zombie, and I see I'm not going to get to the cops. So let's wipe this goo off my hands by getting more goo on them, like going after zombies. So I'm going to roll strike and see what happens.
Very good. Go for it.
7.
Yeah, that's more than enough to take this one guy out. How do you do it?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
Woohoo.
What happens? Describe it.
I very efficient. Claw into the face, kind of massage a little bit, and then when they start bubbling out of their nose or whatever, I pull out, and before they fall to the ground, I clean my nails as on the front of their shirt before they hit the ground.
Gross. Lovely. All right. Shadows. That was Shadows. So Ragdoll.
Okay, so are there how many groups of zombies are there?
There are still 4 groups of zombies left standing, 2 of which have their numbers reduced.
Okay. I'm sure this is something that every GM likes to hear, which is, I want to try something stupid.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to hear that.
Can I just try to redirect the zombies to focus on the police? Just try to like drive the herd towards them.
Okay, yes, you can try that. You could use, let's take a look at your character sheet here. You could probably use your might or your agility to kind of drive them in that direction.
Okay, I'll do that. What is it? 8. I got 3 successes.
Only 3, okay. You do manage to redirect this small group towards the cops, who are now without their guns at all, so they're freaking out. They're like, "Oh, they're coming at us!" And because they're corrupt and incompetent, but also not entirely stupid, they're going to jump back into their cars and shut the doors. Like, let's get the hell out of here. Troubleshooter.
All right, so all the cops are getting in, or just a few of them?
Looks like pretty much all the cops are either running or jumping into their cars. at this
All
point.
right. Well, since we've got the zombies focused on them and kind of clustered, I'm just going to basically bull rush through them. Just do a horizontal leap, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess would be a leaping attack. I only have 4 dice of leaping, but it'll be fun.
You know what? You could probably use your might for this. I mean, you're basically hitting them with your strength.
Okay, I'll roll the rest of the dice then. I've got 3 hits so far. Oh, there we go. 2, 4, 6, 8 plus the 3, 11.
Jeez. Okay, so you plow through a whole group of these zombies, sending them flying around like bowling pins in every direction.
Set them up, Ragdoll. I'll knock them down.
1 second. What's up?
That's little V, otherwise known as the Beast.
Yes.
Special appearances.
Yes.
Special. Yeah, you can hang out with her for like until about 8:30. Okay, sorry about that. Child. Okay, so Troubleshooter plows through a whole group of these guys, sending them flying in different directions, knocking them down, breaking their limbs. They're not getting up. So at this point, there are 3 groups of zombies left, 2 of which are reduced in numbers. So I will start. One of the groups is going to attack Cap because she was shooting at them. So you will probably want to, yes, make your defensive roll.
Yeah, we're gonna just do armor. I got. I say that. 3.
How'd you do?
3.
Okay, well, you lucked out. I got 3 exactly as well. So a tie goes to you. Tie goes to the defender. So
Nice.
they start to scratch your skin, but for you, for some, as you know, your skin heals very quickly. So they draw a little bit of blood, but doesn't really hurt you. Next group, I'm going to send another group after Troubleshooter since he just bowled over a bunch of them. He's kind of in the middle of them.
All right.
So
Yeah,
make
so
your
just
defensive roll Q.
Gonna shrug them off with the what was my
The
armor?
armor.
9.
Well, I actually rolled really good this time for the first time tonight.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7.
7. Wow. Okay. Once again, you managed to tie what I rolled. So they start pulling at you and grabbing you and like trying to drag you down, but your armor is way too tough for them to get through. And you just kind of shove through them.
Shrug them off.
And then final bad guys, final small group of bad guys will attack. Let's see, Ragdoll. They can see you. You're kind of in the middle of them.
Okay.
And my dice roll terrible again.
And I got 3 6s already, so
Sorry, how'd you do?
I got 3 6s already. I'm counting.
Oh.
No, 4 6s. I'm sorry.
You already beat me with just your 6s.
Yeah. Yeah, I got public math. 12.
More than enough.
So no dice.
Okay. So yeah, they claw at you, they drag at you, but they do not manage to cut through your defense. You're weaving a pattern with your sword and knocking them down. And that is everybody. That's all my zombies. So there's only 3 groups left, 2 of which are reduced in numbers. So we go back up to the top with Speed Angel.
So wait, the zombos are gone?
Nope, there's still 3 groups.
Oh, it's just okay. All right. Well, cops are back in the car, so that problem's solved. So, muttering to myself about frickin' I'm gonna keep cleaning up the take a little more force into the zombos than I might have otherwise. Letting out some frustrations. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do what I said. So hopefully the idea is that my 2 arms can carry more. So I'm gonna use my Wolverine claws to go through the neck, and then hopefully like double stack on each one. That's my goal.
Lovely.
All right.
Perfect.
So once again, I'm using my flight.
This time you'll use your strike.
Oh, strike. Okay, where's... Oh, there's strike. Oh, I get an extra die.
Yep.
I'm beefy. All right. I got 5 hits.
5 hits over my 1 hit means
boy!
you will take out means you will this is the group that you've already removed 2 out of, so you will remove all the rest of them. You've got 1 of them skewered on one of your claws and 2 of them skewered on your other claw.
Excellent. I look down at my feet as I'm flying toward the enclosure to kind of dump them off in there, and thinking, man, I need to get some foot claws for situations like these.
So you can stack up even more zombies on your...
Yeah. And then I think how funny that would look, and maybe not.
Nice. All right, Cap.
Yeah. Well, now that I don't have any stupid police to wave off, I'm just gonna take out the rest of the zombies with my guns.
Yep. Do you want to shoot at the group that is, there's still 5 of them on the group, or the group that's reduced in numbers?
Let's go with the full group. Because I'm that badass.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like those 6s. Jesus. 9.
Wow. That's a great roll, and that is more than enough to take out a whole squad of these zombos.
Woo!
And I didn't
Just
even
rip
have
through
to
'em.
use my resolve.
And you didn't have to use your 2-fisted either, yeah. So
I got
yeah,
3 6s.
Yeah, you just rip through them, blam, 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 and they drop. And Shadow Smile.
So I have teleportation with 5 dice on my powers. How am I be able to, how can I express that power? I mean,
Generally what happens is you step into a shadow and then you step out of another shadow elsewhere.
okay. I guess simple is best. 3 left. I just charge him with a claw attack.
All right.
Sweet. So 2, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is way more than enough to take out these 3 guys. So you rip through them, destroying them all with your shadowy claws, and at that point the fighting is all stopped. Most of the people who are here who were not zombies have run away. The cops have jumped into their cars and have sped off because they don't want to deal with this crap. And the only thing left are there's a few zombies that are still alive, like the ones that Speed Angel trapped behind a fence, but that's about it. Why don't everybody make for me a perception check?
Oh, I got a high perception.
Yeah, I have super senses. That's exciting.
Yes, this is a hearing check. So if you have any
Oh.
kind of super hearing, then that will help.
What about danger sense?
Nope, not in this case.
Okay. So my super senses for acute vision. Where's
Mhm.
perception?
Yeah, you would normally roll. Yeah, up towards the top under abilities.
Oh, sorry, I had to look above my wings on the The page.
above your wings.
I
Yep.
got it now.
Yeah. If you're
I-
trying to spot something, you roll 10 dice. If you're trying to any other senses, you're rolling 6 dice. So that's 6 dice is still really good.
I'm gonna spend a point of resolve to re-roll my entire roll because that was not a single success.
Okay. So Speed Angel, how'd you do?
3.
3? Okay. Cap, how'd you do?
One.
Still nothing? 1.
Go one.
1. Shadow Smile, how about you?
3.
3. How about Ragdoll?
2.
2. And Troubleshooter?
I got 6.
6. Holy cow.
I'm guessing my radio hearing super senses are not very useful here.
No, your radio hearing does not help for this. All right, so Troubleshooter hears it first. But you hear music is still playing. And you look around and all of the bands that were here, all of the local people who are playing music, they all scattered when the fighting started. So you don't see anybody playing music, but you can still very clearly hear the music coming from somewhere.
Don't tell me they were lip syncing.
And since you rolled so well, you can actually sort of hear the direction from which the music is coming. Everybody else, you hear the music, but Troubleshooter, he pinpoints it. He's like, it's coming from towards the north.
Y'all, let's head north.
Race ya. I take off flying.
All
I
right.
don't even know where it
chugging
is.
along.
I think this would be a good place to take like a little bio break. What do
Sure.
you guys think?
So, yeah,
Sure,
absolutely.
yeah.
So on our way out, back to our delightful chat here, don't forget to support the Kickstarter. I'm going to drop the link in again for you while I talk. So Kickstarter, we're at 52 backers. Would love to see that grow. Ava, you beat me. It's already in chat. So check it out. Please support if you can. Get lots of supervillains in Nocturne by Night and play in this awesome setting with us. But we'll be back in, what do you guys think? 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Let's do 10.
10 minutes.
Yep.
All right, that'll give me time to eat my cheeseburger. All right,
Right.
we'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. Hey, everyone, we are back, and we're ready to keep kicking some villain butt. Bill, are there zombos in Nocturne by Night?
There are definitely zombos in Nocturne by Night. All kinds of creepy night crawling creatures, zombies, vampires, werewolves, everything you can think of. And you guys just ran into some.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, when
Let's kill
last we
more
left
things.
our hero, yeah, when last we left our heroes, you were all at the Nocturne Jazz Fest, enjoying some music, enjoying some drinks, and when suddenly a swarm of zombies came out of nowhere, you didn't realize they were zombies immediately, but it came apparent pretty quickly, just attacking people randomly, just jumping on them, tearing them up. And our heroes, with lightning speed, managed to jump in the way and destroy all of the zombies. Even when Nocturne's finest attempted to get in the way, like they sometimes do, you didn't let them stop you. So now you are in a street that's mostly empty, except for a few broken bodies of these zombies. And you all heard music, loud music, jazzy music coming from somewhere. And Troubleshooter is like, I'm pretty sure it's coming from the north. And so you start heading in that direction. And you can easily follow the music because right now most of the streets are oddly deserted because everybody has run away from all the zombies everywhere. You do see a few on the streets, zombies as well, sort of heading in the same direction that you are heading. And oddly, what's really, really weird is that the zombies seem to be dancing to the music as they're following it. So they're kind of clumsily, making moves like they're trying to. Yeah, yeah. They're doing the Thriller dance. No, they're not quite as talented as Michael Jackson, a young Michael Jackson, but they are attempting to dance along as they're moving in that direction. The musical trail leads north from the Vieux Quartier, the old quarter of Nocturne, towards Louis Armstrong Park, which is a major green area, right in the heart of the city, just to the north of the old quarter. You see a lot of people running away, screaming, panicking. You see more zombies congregating into the park. And the place is fairly well packed with these undead creatures. You're guessing probably maybe hundreds of them. And the music is coming from this area. Again, very jazzy, very upbeat, and trumpets and trombones and drums and piano and guitar. And you hear a voice over all of it singing along to the music, singing loudly, "Come and join the dance. Put aside all your strife. Cast away your cares and worries. The dead don't care about the pain of life."
Amen to that.
I mean, I was gonna blame the saxophone, but clearly.
Uh-huh. And at the center of it all, you can get a sort of a bird's eye view from the top of a building, or some of you can fly. You can see down below what appears to be an undead jazz band, just wailing with all their might, playing their music loud, and then a man in a gray tuxedo and a top hat dancing and singing kind of in the midst of all of it. And Rem, would you like to display the picture that I sent you earlier?
Oh, yes. Ha! You'd think I would have picked up on the cues for that, but I was just interested in the description. So, boop, boop, boop. Ta-da! There's a few second delay on Twitch.
Those of you on the Twitch stream can see this. Very happy-go-lucky, very light on his, like crazily light on his feet, dancing around, jumping up and down. He's got a top hat, he's got a cane, he's got a sort of a pale gray tuxedo. His face is painted up like a skeleton. And the zombies are all sort of dancing along with him as if he is some sort of musical director.
Huh. Don't like that.
What
Are
are your
clear enough,
I'm thinking,
though?
like, minus eating people's faces, I'm kind of into this. Like,
You would be.
The zombies aren't attacking anybody right now. He's just gathering them all up. I say we stand back and we let them congregate, and we'll see.
Yes, they're not attacking anybody at the moment, but you can tell that a lot of them are fresh zombies that were probably party goers just moments ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, dancing's not a crime, usually, but this is not allowed.
All right. So, what would y'all like to do? You want me to go around the table, or do you guys want to discuss it, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna pull out the big gun and start lining up a shot. If nobody stops me, I'm gonna take a pot shot at the
I was gonna do
fellow on the
similar,
stage.
but I have 2 small guns instead of 1 big one.
I was just gonna start making my way towards the stage and see what this top-hatted fellow is all about.
Okay.
And I would like to. I don't know why I'm the responsible one. I would like to give him a chance to stop what he's doing by commanding him to stop. And if he listens, we don't shoot him in the face. Always give them a chance.
Okay. It's good.
With my 3 whole dice.
Yes. You could also, I don't know if your charm is any better than your...
Is that above my wings again?
Below your wings, actually.
Oh, yeah, my charm is 5 dice. So I could actually be like, excuse me, mister, can you stop what you're doing so that my friends don't have to ruin your day?
You can certainly attempt that. Yes, absolutely. You can fly over there so that you're like above him. You are the one who can reach him most easily because you can just fly over the crowd.
Yeah, zombies don't really threaten me when I'm way up here.
Yeah.
Not so. No.
All right, so
Don't get too cocky, but yeah.
if
Yeah, that's my job.
if zombies start throwing each other at me, then I'm in trouble. But all right, so I roll 5d6.
5 die 6.
I would like to use a resolve point because I rolled 1 success.
1 success.
So
You may, if you want to, you can spend a resolve, but
let's do that. Oh, yay! 4.
4. Okay. Well, at first you started to talk to him, and he couldn't even hear you over the music. But then you grabbed a bullhorn off the ground or something like that, and you started to. So what do you tell him? What do you say?
Hi, you with the hat and the dance moves. Appreciate you very much, but you're gonna need to stop making all the zombies, making new zombies happen. So we're gonna shut this party down, or else, you're gonna wake up and party in the hospital, or not wake up. That's an option too.
That was good. That was good. I'm going to give you back your resolve because that was a good speech. I loved it.
Yay! Hey, speaking of good things, we just went up in the Kickstarter. Let's stop everything and celebrate. So we're at 1844 and 53 backers. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. You can head over to the Kickstarter. Ava is faster than me, so Ava can drop the link again, maybe. And give us some support, and we'll cheer you on too.
Right.
Yes. Thank you very much, supporter. So Speed Angel, you yell at him to please stop what he's doing with the zombies and all, and he looks up at you. He kind of pauses in his dancing for a second, and then he points his cane right at you, and he says, "Hey, they ain't dancing. Maybe they didn't get an invitation and they don't know that this is a party." And at that, all of the zombies, the whole park full of these guys, becomes less dancey and more hostile.
I start dancing. Defensively.
You know what, Penny? I'm gonna give you a resolve for that.
Dance fight.
I can encourage the dancing the old Western way.
So yeah, Pigeon has asked if the zombies perceive Ragdoll as whether she's living or dead. Good question. We might find out in just a moment because she was sort of pushing her way through the crowd to try to get to the boss man. We're going to go ahead and start the combat right now. And Speed Angel is the quickest. So she gets to do something.
Yeah, so people should really learn to listen to me. While screaming, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face, I'm going to stab him in the face with my claws.
You're going to try to stab the band leader?
Oh, yeah, because I'm the one that can get to him easily.
Yep. Okay. Awesome.
All right. I would like to spend a resolve point. I feel like I need a Prowlers and Paragons t-shirt that just says I would like to
spend a resolve.
I love that.
We're definitely going to design those.
Yep.
We do now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 hits. 5 hits. Okay. I feel better now.
Sweet.
Okay. So you swoop down to try to swipe him with your claws, and he sort of uses his cane and just kind of knocks your hands away, and he ducks under you, and you swoop by him.
Bitch, what?
And he laughs and he
Back
keeps
for you.
dancing. He's like, this is fun.
It's on. We're about to have a dance off.
A dance off. Let's see, Cap, you would be next.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna start taking out minions. Those that seem to be more aggressive or just closest.
Yep.
I mean, we already took out what, at least 20, so 20 times 5 because there's about 100. So it'll only take 5 times as long. We were very efficient the last time.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, 7.
7. Okay, you're blasting them as they start approaching you. You're just gunning them down as they get close. You blast a whole squad of them easily. All right. Who's next? Shadow Smile.
I've been waiting for this, and boy, I hope I can pull it off. I want to somehow work the shadows, if I would use teleportation, whatever, so that I actually appear in front of him and start dancing with him. Like I'm holding his hands and like.
Okay. Yeah, we could call this a strategic attack. Probably something like maybe fancy footwork. So you could use one of your movement powers like teleport, or you could use your agility.
Damn. Agility is actually more than a teleport.
Yep. So yeah. And because of your specialty, I'll give you a +1 dice on that as well.
Sweet. All right.
And it would be against his
1,
dance power.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And can I use a resolve to make that 6 explode?
Yes, you may.
Ooh.
Oh, we never talked about exploding dice.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yes,
everybody,
tell me more.
Thanks for bringing that in.
yeah, thanks for bringing that in. Everybody has should on their character sheet have a under your trained powers should have something called an expertise or a specialty. So for instance, Shadow Smile has specialty scout because he sort of is used to teleporting up ahead and looking around and kind of sneaking around like that. Cap has a specialty blaster, which means she's really good at shooting things. So if you want to, when you are doing your specialty, if you roll a bunch of 6s, you can spend a resolve and re-roll those 6s. They explode. And if you roll another 6, it keeps exploding.
I like exploding
And
6s.
yes, I've seen some crazy out of this world numbers.
Yeah.
Like people rolling 100 or something like
It's
that.
the thing I miss most about Shadowrun 5th is being able to pre-edge like all of my rolls and then they just explode forever and ever and ever.
Yeah. So I end up rolling another one, so I got a total of 7.
A total of 7, and this is a strategic attack.
Yeah.
So you beat him by 4, which means basically his next actions up until Shadow Smile goes again, he is at -2 to anything that he does for his next actions.
Boom.
So this is one of the cool things in P&P is that you can sort of whittle your opponent down. You can start removing his dice so that everybody else can tag team him. So that was Shadow Smile. He is the bad guy is currently at -2D to everything. And Ragdoll, you go next.
Can I, again, like continuing, can I literally try to dance my way through the crowd and see if they ignore me if I'm dancing and also not fully alive?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
I will let you roll. You could roll a covert or an agility. Any of those would work.
Yeah, I was thinking agility.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that. Yes, that's good. I got 6 successes.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, so you managed to make your way through the zombie crowd as if you're one of them. You know, you kind of look like one of them, in fact. So, and since you're dancing and they're all dancing, they seem not to even notice you.
Nice.
So you can get right up close to the front where the jazz band is playing and where this Shadow Smile is dancing with this guy.
Would that be my entire turn?
Nope, that's your movement. You still get an
Ooh.
action.
Okay. So is the band still playing?
The band is still playing.
Okay, I'm going to assume we want to keep them playing because I don't want to see what happens if the music stops. So I'm going to help against the leader who's got -2.
Mm-hmm.
And these minuses can stack on them, right?
The minuses stack. They absolutely do. Yes.
I want to try to use my specialty of grappler to try to like hold him, I don't know, like in like an arm lock or something, or just try to position him for an attack from somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You want to make it look like you're dancing?
Yeah, like
you're grabbing his wrapping your arms around him like you're dancing with him.
Yeah.
All right, absolutely, you can do that.
What would I want to
so
use
this
for
would
that?
be either a might or an agility, your choice, and you get to add 1 dice for your grappler specialty.
Okay.
And he is at 2 dice penalty for this, unfortunately for him.
I got 7 successes.
Wow. All right, you beat me by 4 again, so he's at additional -2. So he is at -4 total for now. And he seems to be really into it. Like as soon as Shadow Smile started dancing in front of him, he was like, yeah, let's go, let's get dancing. And then as soon as you grab him and start spinning him around like you're dancing with him, he's super into it. He's like, he doesn't seem to realize that you are not part of his zombie crew or that you're attempting hostilities against him. All right, so that was Ragdoll. So next up is Troubleshooter.
All right. Well, I had the big cannon out, you know, and then shadows and ragdolls jump out in front. So it's like, God damn it! I managed to pull the shot into the crowd, and then just tuck in my shoulder and start barreling through and trying to get to them. So I'll blast the minion zombies, and we'll see how they wind up. Let's see.
Okay.
9 dice.
Yep. And with your jumping power, you could probably leap over these guys as well if you want to get into
not that part of the stage. Perfect. Then I'll do that after. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4 6s, a 2, and a 2.
Ooh, okay, good. You managed to blow a bunch of these zombies away. Managed to take out 5 more, blasting them into Kingdom Come with your plasma gun. And then you are going to leap towards the stage.
Over to the stage and try not to hit a teammate. It's getting crowded.
A little bit, yeah. All right. So the Necromancer, and I'm just going to say, just to make it easy for me, this is Crypt. He's one of the villains that is going to be in Nocturne by Night. Yeah. And he is going to attempt to Let's see. Troubleshooter, he's going to try to hit you with his cane because
Right.
you jumped into the middle of his dance here. He's having a thing with his friends here.
And I'll just act like it's not going to hit me, and hopefully I'm not going to be too surprised. So that's
Oh,
9. All right. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
my dice are the worst. I rolled a 5, so he smacks you with a cane, but it's more like just a tap on the, like he taps you on the head with it. Pop. He didn't put much muscle behind it, unfortunately for him.
He's just reprimanding me.
Yeah, he's like, stay back. We're dancing here. If you're gonna dance, you can jump in. Otherwise, stay back. The zombies are just sort of attacking randomly, but they're not going to attack Shadows because he's dancing, and they're not going to attack Ragdoll because she's dancing, and they can't really get to Speed Angel because she's still way up in the air, right?
Yep.
So that means Troubleshooter and Cap are going to take the brunt of this. So go ahead and roll your defenses, Cap. We'll start with you. How'd you do?
Cap?
Ava?
Say who?
I did Crypt get you? Because you're just dancing instead of rolling your dice. Are you okay?
Really getting into the role play.
Let's see. 6.
That was awesome. Oh, he actually manages to, one of the zombies manages to get through your defenses and does 1 point of damage.
Ah, all right.
Now, for Cap, lucky for you, you have a power called Instant Regeneration, which basically means when your turn comes around again, you heal 1 point.
Mhm.
So that's not a big deal, being hit by 1 point. Troubleshooter.
All right. Oh, only 2, 4, 6.
Oh, I got you too for 1 point.
All right.
So they managed to drag you down, and they don't really get through your armor, but they managed to shake you up inside your armor.
Mm-hmm.
And we move back up to the top. That's everybody for me. So Speed Angel.
Okay. So, here's what's going on for poor Speed Angel here. So as she, advised him very responsibly to stop doing what he's doing, and he was like, no. She kind of was taken aback, but as she blinked from that, she sees this guy dancing around with his cane and his top hat, and it reminds her of the ringmaster from her days at the circus, who died with all the rest in the fire. And then flashing through her mind, seeing all of the people she grew up with, just dead and burned, and almost those rotting corpses becoming these zombies. And she thinks of her friend, whose name is a word. Her friend, I'm finding it. Her friend.
Heartbreaker?
Yes! And her own heart is broken as she thinks of all of this death, and this guy is making a mockery of it. And so she is going to use her super flight to kind of torpedo at this guy with her claws together like this. Actually, like this, and she's just gonna stab him in and try to rip him apart from the inside. Don't piss her off.
That's right. Are you
All
like
right.
spiraling as you go?
Yeah.
You can, you can add +2 dice to your attack roll
Okay.
for this, because this is basically a charge. And for his defense, he's at -4 dice, unfortunately. So
7.
wow, you rip into him pretty good.
Yay! And I like full out.
And you do.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you describe first, and then I'll.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Since you ran into him, you it's your attack, so you go ahead and describe how you did it.
So she spins and torpedoes into him, and then pulls her claws apart, but they start to slide out on the way, so she doesn't just eviscerate him entirely. But as she does, like blood speckles just spray as she has her Logan Wolverine moment in the air and roars in agony and pain.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, and the blood that comes out isn't like fresh red blood like from a living person. It looks like black, kind of clotted blood.
I don't like that.
All right. So that was Speed Angel. So Cap. He is, again, he's currently at -4. So he's vulnerable up until after Shadow Smile and Ragdoll go.
Well, there's that, but also one of these zombies actually managed to get a claw in me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get these assholes off my jacket.
Very good, very good. That's playing to character, so I'm going to give you a extra resolve off for that.
Yay! I've been spinning it like candy.
Yeah, can't take it with you, so you might as well spend it.
Holy mother of pearl! That is 10. I got
All
3
right.
6s, 2 5s, and 2 4s.
Bam, 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 bam. You're blasting zombies left and right. Is there, it's like one of those horror movies like Resident Evil or something like that, where the zombies are just coming and there's just hundreds of them and they won't stop coming, and you're just spinning around with your guns, blasting them, dropping them left and right.
The only worry is, do
Very-
I have enough ammo?
Yeah, very cinematic.
The way you just described that, though, stops coming and won't stop coming. I now have Smash Mouth in my head. Like, that's what the orchestra is playing.
Zombies start coming and it won't stop coming.
That's it. It's gonna hit the ground running.
I love that song.
So that's what the orchestra is now playing in my head canon. So,
Yeah, sure. They're playing
So
all
we
stuff.
started with Thriller. Now we're at Smash Mouth.
and I
Yeah.
think that the description was jazz, and I don't think we know what jazz is.
It covers a broad spectrum.
You could probably play Smash Mouth in a jazzy style.
It's true.
Like swing remix or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Neo Swing, a really driving beat.
You're like, I
Yeah.
think I know this song, but I could be very wrong.
Right. Okay. Shadow Smile, you would be next, sir. At the end of your turn, one of his -2s goes away.
Well, alas,
You can continue
I'm
trying to stack
actually,
it, or you can attack him.
I was actually thinking of giving in to one of my flaws. That's another
Yeah.
thing for those viewers out there. Like, characters have flaws. So my flaws are broke, which doesn't matter here. Frightening, I'm probably not going to frighten this guy anyway. Insane. So here I have this advantage. I got up on stage, I got in front of him, and Ragdoll got behind him. And I start just talking to myself, and I keep dancing and don't actually attack.
Mhm. Okay.
What is
Playing to your flaws gives you +1 resolve. So if that's what you want to do, then that's what you get.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You
I have
might need
this
it.
feeling that you're gonna collect all this resolve and then just BAM!
Just throw it all at once. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Shadows is still dancing with him, would that retain the -2, or would he have to re-roll another?
No, he would have to re-roll it.
Okay. But
Yep.
I
So
that's fun.
imagine Crypt will probably be breaking away from me, realizing that I'm
That's true.
trying to harsh.
You're doing a lot of
Pretty much
spins,
dancing with yourself.
Yeah.
jazz hands.
And Ragdoll, it's up to you now. He is currently at -2 because your thing is still stacked on top of him.
Okay.
So you can attack him, or you can attempt to continue to distract him, or whatever you want to do.
How's he looking? Did Speed do quite a number on him?
Yeah, Speed Angel hit him pretty solidly.
Okay.
You can see underneath his clothes that he is skeletal and zombified like the others as well. He just holds it better than they did.
I want to do that dance move where like you spin with somebody and then like your arm goes out and you kind of like let them out a bit. You know that move I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're both like, oh, I want to do that, and then unsheath my sword, and then as I bring him in, and instead of going for a dip, I go for right toward his stomach.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Let's just we could do this one of two ways. You could attempt another distracting specialty attack and then do your regular attack, but you'd be at -2 to both of those, or you could just do a regular attack.
I'm gonna go regular attack.
Okay. You're still at -2, so
Okay. I want to. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3. I have 9. I
Mhm.
want to spend. I want to spend 2 resolve to add 2 more dice.
okay.
Excellent. Another 6. So I have 4 6s, and then I want to spend a 3rd resolve to make them explode.
Nice.
So
Ooh.
come on. Oops. Do that. Five, 6. I can reroll that.
Yep, 6s keep exploding. So yeah.
Okay. So I've lost track. That was. And then I had. Oh God, I'm doing math in my head again.
This is going to be one of those stupid high rolls that Pigeon was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I got the 4 6s, which is 8, and then I originally rolled 3 other successes, I believe, and then I rolled
11.
another 6
Okay,
that I
14.
re-rolled into regular success.
14.
14.
Yes.
As Q says, that's an oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Ragdoll spins him around and then does that whole, where he's at the end of her arm holding her hand, and then suddenly this katana comes out of nowhere, just like fast as a striking snake, and takes his head clean off.
Oh no, I was thinking I went in as I'm going in for the dip, I go into his stomach with the katana.
Okay.
And I lean in and I whisper into his ear, "It takes 2 to tango."
Nice. Okay.
And then I just rip it out.
Okay. So you basically slice him in half.
Yeah.
Through his midsection, and
Can I spend a joke resolve just to make the drum player do a?
That's great. But I honestly, I
Yes.
think you deserve a resolve for that Schwarzenegger one-liner.
that was definitely an Arnie one-liner right there. Yeah, so you stab him, you slice him in half, he falls into pieces, and he's like, oh, I guess the party's over. And at that point, the band kind of stops playing, and they all look around, and then they all just collapse to the ground, and they sort of molder away and turn into just ashes and dust and bones.
Is that normal?
And most of the zombies as well, about maybe roughly 50% that are still standing fall to the ground and also just kind of turn into bones. And the rest of them just fall to the ground. The more fresh ones, the ones that were killed more recently, fall dead. And suddenly there's no music. It's silent for the first time.
Oh. I'm still dancing.
Off my midsection.
So I feel like there's that moment of like stillness where like nobody's moving and everyone's just kind of like looking around at what just happened. So I'm just gonna quietly start, hey now, you're an all-star.
Open mic night!
I'm imagining in my head, because Smiles has like that control over the shadows, I'm imagining like almost like a like Peter Pan living shadow, like he's dancing with his own shadow.
Awesome.
That'd be cool. And that's all I had planned for tonight. You guys managed to fight Crypt and destroy him. Of
One
course,
villain down, 61 to go.
That's right. Crypt is a master necromancer, so who knows? Maybe he'll be back.
Yeah, no, anybody got a match? We're gonna light this shit on fire because I don't play that game.
Even that's not a sure thing.
Let's separate the pieces across the... I can fly real fast.
No open fires in the park.
Smokey would
we
be
just
so
opened fired on the park.
That's different.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least only one of us fired at police officers, so.
So that is...
Yeah, the cops don't like you guys at all, but yeah.
And that is Nocturne by Night's villain, Crypt, part of the Blood and Justice setting for Prowlers and Paragons. I had a really great time. I really like this. This is I don't often like to admit that I'm really like kind of a newbie gamer in my career. Like I didn't start D&D until after college and stuff like that. And I said earlier that when we were on break that my first superhero game was Mutants and Masterminds. Well, I think this is my second superhero game, and way easier. Character sheets easy to read, pick up on, lean into the role play, make your rolls. So I really appreciate that. Get into it fast. I like games like that. So thank you guys so much for playing, and Bill for running. Thank you for building this world for us to play in, and please, you know, if this was a fun ride for you, you want to see some characters, play some games, build an experience like this, then please go to the Kickstarter. Link is in the chat, Ava, and please give us some support. You know, let's see Mobius get there. Let's see more content, more independent indie game companies succeed and help support each other. Let's do a quick round before we say goodbye, and say like what was your favorite moment of the game, and then we'll sign off from there. So let's start. Bill, what was your favorite moment as GM?
Oh, my favorite moment. I think it was actually you, Rem, when you did the double-fisted charge at Crypt. You know, to take him down, try to bring him down. That was neat. An awesome moment.
Cool. Superhero moves.
Yeah.
Pigeon, how about you?
The sound effect Q made to describe the sound of his weapon charging up.
Awesome. I like that too. Ava, how about you?
So I'm gonna be a bit selfish with mine because I just really liked. So this is just more the way the system works than just tonight, but the splitting your attention and being able to shoot the guns out of the cops' hands and still take out an entire cadre of zombies.
Cool.
It just feels
Nice.
really badass, and I love it.
Q.
It would have to be Ragdoll's finisher.
It was a pretty good one. I wanted to cringe, and I was like, no, it just works so well. Penny?
Honestly, I mean, if we're all going for other folks, minus Ava here, yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't have even thought of my finishing move if we didn't have Shadows doing his little dance up on stage. Like I wouldn't even thought of that to distract him. I was just using it to get to the zombies, but like that was a brilliant moment of insanity there, and I loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
That was very inspiring.
Yeah. I think my favorite... I think honestly, with Shadow and with Ragdoll, kind of coming up with the different ways of getting in close to and distracting and taking away some of those dice, like that really opened up the experience for me in terms of like, okay, I don't have to just claw. What else can I do? Like, should I manipulate? Because one of the things that I thought about doing instead of the torpedo was charming them into giving an evil monologue about why they were doing what they were doing, while everyone else got closer. And I love that like anything is an option with that, so that's really cool.
And I love how you were leaning into like your lower dice options. Like, I'm going to convince him with 3 dice.
Yeah.
And that was great because
I tried to leave into the naive quality.
that's right. I forgot she was naive.
Yeah. So I'm like, this will totally work. Stop that. Don't do the thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Check out the Kickstarter, and we'll see you next time. So thanks, Rem PCs.
Same here.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.